So I want to hit 10K a month before 2024. So this is the exact schedule I'm implementing to do just that. I've been implementing something similar these past few months, but recently I found really what works well for me. Being productive and what works for you seems to vary from person to person. I myself do this because it works well for me, but maybe you implement something else and you find yourself most productive. It really depends on if you like to work at night or if you like to work in the morning, and then scheduling everything around that. My name is Clay. I started a content agency about 6 months ago where we help entrepreneurs and business owners establish themselves on YouTube and other social media sites through content creation. I will be implementing this up until 2025 and maybe even further, but I definitely know for a fact that I can hit this goal. All right, so this is probably how your daily life looks right now. You probably wake up, you scroll on your phone, check your notifications, look through TikTok, look through Instagram, and then the next thing you do is probably smoke on the Elf Bar. Then you head over to your local Starbucks and get the most sugary Frappuccino. And then on top of that, maybe you go back, you don't really eat much breakfast besides this. And then for lunch or supper, you go and snack on some McDonald's and you feel terrible and you can't get anything done. And you might wonder why this is. Now, here's the thing. When starting an online business or really trying to be focused with anything, like even if you are just trying to be focused with school, any of these things in the morning, right when you wake up, are so bad. And now for me, I still drink energy drinks here and there in the morning. I still, even with the business, since it's like a social media type business, I still use these. Now, I don't actually scroll on TikTok. Sometimes I go on Instagram and see, what my friends or whatever are up to. And then YouTube, I use that heavily, for posting right now, or for generating content ideas or anything else for my clients. Sometimes I watch videos on there, and then Twitter, I use that as well. Now, Twitter is very boring to me. So I actually don't scroll on that at all, but I do use it to grow my personal brand and to outreach to people. So that being said, these here, a lot of people are like, when you start making money, delete social media. But it's like most people are creating a social media business and it's not really possible. A lot of online money making can be from social media is what I'm saying. So if you find yourself addicted to one of these, but you can't delete it because it's your acquisition method, then I would say delete your account from your friends or just sign out of it and then go create a new account specifically for that. Just start over so you're not constantly trying to check stories or check anything like that. Maybe same with YouTube. You can use blockers that block all the videos and only show you videos that you want to see. So for example, when you scroll onto the page, you're not seeing all these thumbnails and you're not like, oh, I need to click on that. I mean, everybody does what they want to do. There's people who will do Zens or some type of nicotine in the morning and helps them get focused along with caffeine. But for me, I'm just saying I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. And for me, if I have anything to eat in the morning, it does not work at all. I wait till around 11, 12, 1 until I actually finally eat something. And before that, it's just going to be water or caffeine. That's literally it. Yeah, so for me, I eliminate all these in the morning besides these for some acquisition. And then the caffeine, and obviously I check my phone for notifications right when I get up. So yeah, I hope that helps you. Now here's what Alex Hormozy tweeted. He said, I built wealth without reading a book a week, making my bed, journaling, 2-hour morning routine, giving up alcohol, waiting to marry, giving up Netflix and leverage. And for me personally, this is another sign of it's what works for you. With this model here, no matter how much of a TikTok brain you think you might have, anybody can become productive with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. This is the exact schedule I use to become productive. Copy this if you want to. Not exactly, but the kind of framework here. So for example, I wake up at 4:30 and I pretty much get the first task that you need to get done. I get that done immediately after I wake up. So I'm doing classes online. And it only takes 2 hours on a Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. And that's it. So that's the only school that I do. And it's just one class. But if you really focus, you can just knock it out right in the morning. And even if you're taking 2 or 3 classes, you can still do a business. That is definitely doable, but you just have to plan out everything to get everything done. So then I have these helpful reminders here that pop up on my phone. These tell me these are sometimes motivational. If I go and scroll on my phone around lunchtime or I look at my phone around lunchtime, these just pop up, and these are also right when I wake up. So 4:30, I wake up, I get one of these reminders, I jump right into work. Now, what I do have is all these here are pretty much the basics of buffer time. That's just in case this goes too long. Client work, that's the current clients that I have. I just go and manage that or work on that. So yeah, but what I was saying was this is pretty much a broader schedule, whereas what I have on a Google document is hour by hour. So like buffer time, client work, I have more specifics on my Google document. Buffer time, 10:30, business process improvement. This is things like fixing anything to speed up the workflow. And this varies week to week. Lunchtime, 2 to 2:45. And sometimes I push it back a little bit earlier. And I have like another motivational thing because I'm going to check my phone when it's lunch because I didn't check it through here. Work from 2:40 to 5, 2:45 to 5 p.m. Leave for the gym. I also had a call with one of my editors there, and I have like a motivational thing again. Work out from 5:30 to 7, come back home 7 to 9. And the current gym I go to is like pretty far away from where I live, so I'm thinking about switching that around. But then fill out the did I on the schedule, and that's on my Google document, and then bed at 9:30 and do it over again. Now, here's what I want you to kind of understand. If I have a lot of work pop up on one day and I actually go to bed past 9:30, I do sleep in a little bit the following day, because otherwise, like I'll sleep until like 8 or 9 the following day, and then I kind of have to rearrange, because otherwise if I go to bed at like 11 or 12 and then I wake up at 4:30 the next day, it's just going to be a whole day of just trying to stay awake. And the less sleep that I get, pretty much the next day is going to be less productive than just sleeping in the morning, if that makes sense. But yeah, and then I also have some mentorship calls along here. And these are great. Shout out Grow Creatives. If you're trying to start a content agency, go check them out. So yeah, this is pretty much my daily planner here. Now, again, I want to be realistic with this. I follow this probably 4 out of 5 days as much as I can. So this is all, the whole purpose of all this is to, keep me on track. So then boom, now I have exact specifics on a Google document. And you might be wondering too, like, oh, you do this every week. This probably takes ages to fill out, but if you do it on a Sunday, it takes maybe 2 hours to get done, and it's totally worth it, because otherwise I would get done 50% of what I do. And so, for example, like whenever I had Monday, so shower, water, journal. I have journal here, but I've literally never journaled in my life. That's just something I think would be cool to do, but I just don't do it. Start work at 5 a.m. This is the school I had, Liberty writing assignment, Liberty quiz, message to 2 to 3 interested Twitter prospects to book a call. So those were like 2 highly interested people that I was like messaging. Remind one of my clients to do like a testimonial, because they said they were going to do that. And then now I'm probably going to blur a little bit of this because there's no reason for you guys to see this. Yeah, I have like some client work, some specifics for the clients that I currently am working with. And then I have like a buffer time. And that pretty much, like I said, gives me, in case one task runs over too long, business process improvement. There's no reason for you guys to see my clients. So finish filling out the Asana information. So right now I'm trying to work on my Asana workflow. Been doing that for a while and just trying to get that streamlined, because it can be, I'm just trying to speed that up. So create calendars, task lists. So like this is just speeding up the workflow, and I have exactly what I need to do. Lunchtime, 2 to 2:30. Then after that, I have work. And this just is more things on what I need to do with work. And then I have like a pre-workout meal here, leave for gym. I had a call on the way to the gym with somebody, just one of my editors. And I actually ended up doing that here. Arrive home, eat supper, clean the kitchen, finish anything that I missed for the day. And then I have a did I. Now this was back when I was doing like the dopamine detox, where it was absolutely 0, even on the whole day. Like, I do drink caffeine now. I was taking like a week off. Don't look at Instagram, check that. I didn't eat fast food or high dopamine foods, check that. I didn't watch YouTube. I completed all the tasks I'm supposed to. So that is exactly that. Now, to actually stay disciplined to do these, even though you've got 2 reminders here, then I have this Clockify thing. And what this does is you can put in your task. So you can put in, say if you're working on client work, you go put down client work, and then you time yourself. And then you're going to look at that, and it's going to tell you when you're like how much time you've been doing something. And then you can see actually how much you work per day. So 12 hours, whatever. So that right there is the whole process. And here is a tweet by Iman Ghazi, like him or not. This is very true. The beginning is the hardest part. You're trying your best, working 16 to 18 hours. Now, I don't do 16 to 18 hours, maybe some days. Frustrated, angry, you think quitting 2 times a day, but you don't stop. After months, you make a sale, you're euphoric. Then more and more, your life changes, you'll get there, don't quit. So even whenever you first start, it's very hard to kind of stay to a schedule, because you don't even know if it works. But I would say, like, once you make that first $1 online with your business, like that's all you need to even just go full force at it. So The benefits of this schedule is that it will help you tremendously to stay focused and to really get what you need to get done. You end up feeling, for me personally, you end up feeling much better than waking up around 8 or 9 a.m. The energy that you have from waking up at 4 a.m. is like unmatched. You don't even need caffeine for the whole day, which makes no sense if you've never done it. If you just take a break from caffeine or something, and you'll see that if you wake up at 4, you can literally go through the whole day completely fine, not super tired, especially once you get used to it. So this also helps a lot if you're addicted to cheap dopamine and you have the natural instinct to just scroll on TikTok, eat high dopamine foods, or whatever you like to do. And like I said, you can still enjoy the high dopamine activities at the end of the day once you get all your work done. The whole point of this is to just structure it so that you don't have it conflicting with your work schedule. Back when I first started working out and I was really taking lifting seriously, I would eat probably 4 or 5 meals a day. Now, I only eat 2, but muscle growth really isn't the main focus. I just want to stay in shape, lift, have a good bench press, and that's pretty much it. So, that's not really a priority right now. You kind of have to prioritize whatever you're doing. At the moment, you might get burnout. I have not gotten burnout yet from really doing this for about 6 months, I believe. If you're an entrepreneur or a business owner who made it this far and you're interested in content creation for your own business, go check out my link in the description for more information. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and like this video, and make sure to comment below if you have any questions. If you have any questions specifically for me, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. But anyways, see you guys soon in the next one.